Hello and welcome to Wilt Wild. Today we're going to be drinking beers that my wife picked out. We went to the store and she pretty much just picked out things that she thought looked cool or sounded cool. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try those out. We've got Dragon's Milk, Banana Coconut Reserve Bourbon Barrel Aged Stout, 11% ABV by New Holland Brewing Company. She picked that out because there's a dragon on there and it looks cool. Got Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Coffee Stout by Altex Lexington Brewing Company. ABV not listed. Probably picked out because she knows I like coffee. We've got Barista Chocolate Quad by Castile, Belgian Ale, Castle Brewery, another 11%. Put that over here. Let's see here. Samuel Smith's Fermented in Stone Yorkshire Squares, Imperial Stout, made in England. Samuel Smith Old Brewery, 7% ABV on that one. And then we have Coppertail Brewery Free Dive IPA. I like underwater stuff, so she probably picked it for that reason. Tampa, Florida. And do we have ABV? No ABV that I can find. So these are the beers we're going to try today because my wife thought that I should try them. Let's start off with the Samuel Smith Stout, Imperial Stout, made in England. Seven percent ABV. In the pour you can see through the beer, but when it's in the glass it's pretty dark. Get a little bit of a brown hue from it. Nice thick dark head. A lot of fine bubbles, a lot of medium bubbles. Very malty. It's a very rich flavor. Very bold, round flavor. It's very good. It's got really thick, biscuity flavor. And kind of almost a tangy bitterness to it. It's good. I like that. Let's try, since we're doing stouts, a lot of stouts, the Bourbon Barrel Coffee Stout. Sounds good. I like coffee. I like stouts. So why not put them together? And again, this is the Altex Lexington Brewing Company Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Coffee Stout, and it does look like there's an ABV on here is 8%. You can see through it as it pours. Pretty dark in the glass. A little more red tone, I think. Not much of a head in comparison to this other one here. Got a not a very strong malty smell, but there's definitely a little malt coming through. Not tasting much coffee flavor in there. Maybe it needs to warm up. I've already had these sitting out for about an hour to cool off a little bit, but it's chilly outside, so We'll go through these again. They taste fairly similar to this Imperial Stout. Let's see here. This is a bourbon barrel aged stout as well. The Dragon's Milk. It also says banana coconut, so this is going to be interesting probably. And this one's also 11%, so much higher alcohol content. Probably be able to taste that. Can see through it while it's pouring. Dark brown. Not much of a head on that thing, but similar color to the Samuel Smith's Imperial Stout as far as the color of the head. Oh, this has a very different aroma to the other two here. You can definitely smell the coconut and the banana coming through. Mostly the coconut. It's a little strange because you don't expect to smell coconut when you're going to sip a beer. Wow. You can definitely tell it's got a higher alcohol content. You get the malt flavor and you get a lot of that coconut flavor. Wow, that's different. It's not bad. I'm not sure if I like it yet. Yeah, very interesting. We'll come back to that and I'll let you know what I think. Let's see here. Let's save that IPA for last. So, Belgian Ale, Barista Chocolate Quad by Castile. Oh, here we go. This one's also 11% alcohol. We're going to see what this is like. This should be good, I hope. So this one, already a lot lighter in the brown. You can see through it a lot better when you're pouring it. Let's see what happens when I turn it up right. Check it out. Yeah, a lot more light coming through in the bottle there. The head's a lot of quick, medium-sized bubbles. Dissipates pretty quickly. Yeah, and I can smell the chocolate in there already. You don't taste a lot of the chocolate, but it is there. Mostly on the finish. Super biscuity. Let's drink this IPA here. Because let's drink this IPA. Now, since I've tried all these others, didn't want to blast my my palate with hops right off the bat if I didn't have to. Hopefully it's nice and hoppy. I could use some hops after all that malt. Oh yeah, as soon as I open it, I'm getting a lot of hops. I didn't even pour it yet. Free Dive IPA. I have a feeling it's going to kind of be a little swampy feeling almost, just because anything I've had that's talked about the ocean dealing with a beer usually gets almost like a, I don't want to say swampy per se, but like a real earthy, like almost seaweedy type flavor to it. And they use a lot of hops in this beer. especially, well, at least at the end of that boil, because I'm getting a lot of hop aroma. It's a really pale IPA. Can't see it right now because I'm behind everything. It smells delicious. It smells super pine, like, I don't even know how to describe that. It's piney and citrusy and a bunch of other things. Almost smells like 420's on the way. But yeah, here it is. Super pale. Not as dark as a lot of IPAs I'm used to. It's more like a regular just pale ale in color. It's definitely hazy. Smells delicious. They didn't use as much hops in the beginning of that boil. It's a really well balanced beer, actually. It's not super hoppy at all. So they kept it a little mild at the beginning of the boil, and then it just blasted it at the end, so you get all this great aroma to give you a sense of, you know, in the deep free diving with fishes. It's really, I mean, it's probably not the best IPA that I've ever had, but it's really good. It's delicious. Definitely check it out if it's available. In fact, all of these I would check out if they're available. As far as standouts, the Samuel Smith isn't really amazing. It's not something that's gonna like blow your socks off. If you're not used to this type of beer, like an Imperial Stout, it might be a little bit much. The more it warms up, the better it gets too, but I mean, this one's probably the least remarkable of the bunch. It's good though. I mean, it's good. The Kentucky Bourbon Coffee Stout. I'm definitely getting coffee off of it now that it's sat for a little bit. Getting a lot more coffee flavor off of it as well. Now that it's hung out for a little while. Probably not that's my least favorite so far. It's not that great. It's good, but it's not the best. Yeah, extreme coconut aroma coming off of this now with a hint of banana. I mean, it's almost like drinking a pina colada beer. It's weird AF. But it's good. Some people would probably hate this beer, but I actually really like it. Wow, I'm surprised. I didn't think I was going to like that at all. Chocolate Quad. Yeah, now more chocolate nib flavor coming out of that. Yeah, of these right here, this is my favorite, the Chocolate Quad. And then the IPA just smells wonderful. But the flavor is actually a little lacking as far as IPAs that or even a regular pale ale or American style pale ale. It's pretty mild. Like if you're not a big IPA fan, on the flavor at least, the Free Dive IPA by Coppertail Brewing Company might be a good introduction to people who aren't really used to the IPAs yet. But overall, big surprise. Dragon's Milk. Banana coconut. That's the joker right there. I mean, it's not my favorite, but it's the most surprising, and I still really like it. So of all these beers, I'm going to recommend that you try this just to get the experience. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell,